Hello everyone and welcome back. In this module, we'll be creating some real life designs. Okay, we'll be recreating some real life designs. So we're going to take real life designs, okay, randomly, and then try to recreate them. Most of them will be logo designs, and then one of them will be a poster design I did some years back. Okay, so we're going to start with the Windows Explorer logo. Okay, so the first thing I need you to do is to go and import the file. Now I have this file uploaded in the projects folder. Okay, so just come to the projects folder. Okay, come and place your file and then just come and select the Windows Explorer logo. Okay, that's this Windows Explorer new logo design. Okay, so this one, just come and place it, and then let's use template so it places it as a template. Okay, so place, and then okay, we now see that it's placed it as a template, but it's quite big. It's bigger than our artboard. So just come to layers and unlock the layer and just kind of resize it like this. Resize it like this. Perfect. And then the next thing I would like to do is I would like to import it again, but not as a template this time. I just want to import it as a normal image, so I can be able to sample the colors. So please, then let's just place it here. Okay, so now this is our design and we're going to recreate this here in Adobe Illustrator. So the first thing I'm going to do is select my curvature tool. Okay, select my curvature tool and just come to the edge like this and just double click. Okay, and then just try to then follow the curve. It mustn't be perfect at first because we have the ability to actually work on our path after we are done drawing. Just try to redraw the design like this. Just follow it, okay, from edge to edge. Just follow it like this, the way I'm doing. Just like how we've learned in the video where we covered the curvature tool. Okay. So some places will need more points, some will need less points. Okay, so I'll just double click it here and kind of click once, click once, click once, and so on and so forth. I want to click once again. Great. So this smaller curve tends to have more points, okay, because we are dealing with a more intricate kind of curve here. Okay, and I just want to create one here and one here and one here, and finally this one like this. Okay, or let me just make it okay, I just undid it to make it that I did Control Z to make it a sharp edge, right? Because I want it as a sharp edge for now. So I'm just going to go about and try to fit my design perfectly. Okay. Select the anchor point and just try to fit your design perfectly. Okay, and so far so good. I think I like what we have. So for these sharp edges, just marquee select them and just drag the curve like this. Same with this guy, drag like this, like this. Perfect. So far so good. We have our curve, or rather we have an overall sample of our shape. Okay, and we can make do with this. Maybe I'm just going to edit this curve like this. Sorry, Control Z. Maybe drag this one a little bit like this. Okay. So I kind of like what we have so far. Let me just unlock or hide this layer to see what we're having. Yeah, I think we're having something better now. So the next thing to do is to get these curves, right? I'm still going to use the curvature tool. Okay. So I'm going to double click here, bring it here. Okay. And click here. And click here. I'm going to hit my escape key, take this tool, and kind of fit my drawing better. Okay. I'm gonna need more curve at this point. We see how we have this place misbehaving, so we're gonna just spend some more time here. Maybe I'm going to just delete this point and just try to use this tool this time. That's the pen tool, and see if I can create it to be more perfect. I think I've messed the whole thing up. Okay, let's just play. Let me just keep playing with the handles and try to fit the whole thing better. If I can't, I'll just delete it and start all over again. Okay, I think I'm having progress so far, so we don't need to delete. Okay, yeah, I think I like the way it is now, and maybe we can move on to the next part. Okay, so the next part is this one. Taking my curvature tool and then click, and then click once, click once, click once, and keep clicking to make your perfect curve. Okay, and hit escape. And I think this guy is perfect. Now the next thing to do is select all your shapes, then select your shape builder tool, and then holding down Alt, just delete these random redundant parts. These parts we don't need. Okay, just delete them like this. Just hold down Alt and click on the part that is unneeded. And yeah, now we have them all deleted. Now I'm coming to my color guide tool. Just going to select a color and just add. Select a random color, give it to this guy, and select maybe a better shade, another shade, and just give it to this guy. Okay, so we now have our three shapes like this. Okay, now I'm going to select all parts and just remove the stroke, and now we have our shapes. Right now, the next thing to do is to sample these colors and create the gradient. This is kind of a gradient because we have a mix of this color and this color, mix of this color and this color, and this color and this color. Okay, some of them are subtle gradients like this one and this one. This one is more shouty. Okay, some of them are less conspicuous. So we're going to just sample them anyways. So we're going to create two boxes for each gradient. So hold down Alt and duplicate your boxes to the lower side. Hold down Alt and duplicate this guy to now select the first one, and then select the eyedropper tool and sample this color here. Then go back to the select tool, select the second one, the eyedropper tool, and sample this color here. Remember, we can use the I key, okay, on your keyboard for eyedropper tool. Okay, so I'm not going to be coming to the tool box to keep selecting it. I'm just going to be using shortcuts: I for eyedropper tool, V for the select tool. So this guy we use we'll sample this guy, and then this one will sample this guy. Okay, then this one will sample this guy, and this one will sample this guy. Okay, now we have it perfect. The next thing to do is to create our gradient. Okay, so just come to your gradient tool and give this a gradient, and presently it's on the stroke, so I'm just going to remove the stroke and click the fill, and then give it a gradient. Okay, now on the first color, come here and select this first part and select this eyedropper tool, and then give it the green. Okay, let's just select these colors and drag them here so we know that they are the first ones. Okay, so give it the green because the green is here, and select this one and give it the blue. Now we need to edit our gradients to look close to this. Okay, now let's just kind of freestyle here, try to edit it to look like this. Maybe make the angle something like this. Let's just keep freestyling, or keep modifying rather. Okay, and okay, so maybe this will work. Okay, this should work. This should work. Yeah, this gradient should work. Now the next guy is this one. So select and give it the gradient, then select this guy, select your eyedropper tool, give it this one, and select this guy, select your eyedropper tool, and give it the other guy here. Okay, perfect. Now am I sure we don't need to edit the gradient angle? Okay, maybe let's give it -61 just like the other one. Okay, let's just leave it at -0 for now. Now select this guy, give it the gradient, select the first color, and pick the first color, and then select the second color, and pick the second color. Okay, now for this guy, I'm tempted to just come and try to edit the color or resample what we have here. So let me just try to do something like this. Yeah, I think it's better now. And probably resample the first color also. So maybe just come and or just undo, or just work with it like this, because I'm going to add a drop shadow to them. Okay, so I can just delete my colors now, and I think we are more than 80% done. Okay, we are more than 80% done. I like what we have here. And yeah, the next thing to do is to add these drop shadows. Okay, to add these drop shadows, the shadows you can see here. Okay, just add them and we'll be done with the logo. Now select the first guy, come to effects, stylize, effects, stylize, and then drop shadow. Okay, and now we see where it's facing. Right now we need to bring it to this point, so we're just going to kind of bring our offsets like this. Okay, maybe this guy should go back a little bit. Then maybe let's boost up our blur and okay. Now select the guy and arrange, bring to front. So the shadow appears here, right? And we can see that the shadow is too much. So just come to your appearance panel and let's reduce the opacity to 25. Okay, and I like it like this. Maybe we can even make it 30. Okay, yeah, I like 30. I think we'll work with 30. And then the next guy is this guy. We need to add a drop shadow also. Now, effects and stylize and drop shadow. Okay, now let's okay. And then select it and select the one on top, arrange and bring to front. So we have drop shadow here. But I think we need to do some adjustments. So drop shadow to the offset. We need to just bring it like this. Okay, and maybe make this guy 40. That's the opacity, and let's see what we have. Okay, so I like what we have, guys. I like what we have. So we are now almost done. Okay, we are now almost done. The last thing to do is to kind of stop the shadow, the drop shadow, from falling on our artboard, because as you can see here, the drop shadows are just confined to these areas. These areas, they are not falling on the main artboard. Okay, that's on the white background. So how do we do that? What we have to do now is select all our shapes and kind of hold down Alt and duplicate them to the side. Okay, and just come to your appearance panel and kind of delete the drop shadow effect we have. Just delete all the drop shadow effects we have. Okay, select. Okay, we don't have any drop shadow here. So after we delete them, just select all of them, come to your properties and the pathfinder, just unite them as one. Okay, and then holding down Alt, drag it to fit perfectly, just like how it was before. And yeah, it's perfect now. Now the next thing we're going to do is select everything, right click, make clipping mask, and now as you can see, we now have our shadows confined to this part. Okay, and yeah, we are now 100% done with our logo redesign, or redraw rather. Yeah, so I can now delete the original logo, and with this we have come to the end of our lecture. Hope to see you in the next one.